Hello everybody and welcome back to Little Miss Picks Creativity Time. That's where my little miss, my mini me, picks a stamp set and one Stampin' Up color and I have to create on the go. So I have no idea what we're making today. Okay, captions are working, so that means sound is on. Excellent. My name is Tatiana. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. And during the school holidays, we like to do Little Miss Picks, and that way my little mini me can be involved a little bit. So, are you ready? Because this is the last one. Yes. The summer holidays are over on Monday. They're going back to school. Oh, don't owe me. You're happy. I'm happy.
I'm sad though.
You're sad but happy. Anyway, so are you ready to show the stamp set or to reveal?
Close your eyes.
Close my eyes. Let me flip.
Take off your glasses.
I'll take off my glasses. I close my eyes.
Ugh.
Come on.
Where did they go? There.
Well, I hope you know, because I don't.
Which color did I choose?
I have no idea. That is not my job. We've had a lovely summer holidays, I think. Lots of time at home. But
There.
it's nice. So I know it's photopolymer based on the back of the stamp set. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum. Oh, Taco Fiesta!
I couldn't help myself.
You couldn't help.
Really like it.
I love it too. And sweet sorbet. Okay, I am totally up for that. And, oh, I know.
I couldn't resist.
Since you picked sweet sorbet, we definitely have to, well, not have to, but let's see if we can incorporate a bit of this DSP. So I don't know which sheet. This one or this one. And maybe we will use the glimmer paper.
Yeah,
so I'll pick that out. Let's see. I don't think
like
flowers,
that.
but that doesn't really go.
No.
Okay, so do I want a burrito? Do I want
I was thinking of maybe having a piñata.
a piñata? Interesting.
Yeah, and some of the lollies could be sweet sorbet.
Aha, that's where you were going.
Yeah.
Well, we could do that. Let's get stamping and coloring. So, a piñata.
I like piñatas. They're fun to break.
They're fun to break. Mummy's not a fan of all the lollies though.
But it's still fun to break. You just have to go, hiya.
Hiya. Okay, what would be fun? Oh, definitely the little hat. That would be fun to go with it.
Wait, could you put the hat on the piñata?
We could. Go on top.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what we're going to do. Oh, I know. Okay, so I need to
Cut? No, that's not a cutting machine.
No,
That's a stamping machine.
it's not a machine. Okay, so we're going to take the Stamparatus, one plate. And we're going
I
to put
forgot how to use a Stamparatus.
That's okay. So I'm putting the foam mat underneath or onto the Stamparatus because this is photopolymer, so it needs that little bit of extra padding. And I've just mounted that. It doesn't really matter where I mount that.
You just mount it.
And I don't think I need a grid paper, but I'm going to put one in just in case. And then I'm going to grab the silicone mat.
Ooh.
And that's going to be placed somewhere where this is.
What does the silicone mat do?
You're going to see.
I
You'll
don't think
see.
I've seen you using it before.
Maybe not. Okay, I've just placed the magnet there to stop it from moving. And let's find a bit of scrap basic white. This piece, is that big enough? No, not big enough.
Nearly the
Oh, yeah, this piece will work.
Yeah, then you can
Yes.
get multiple on the one piece.
Okay, so I'm going to grab, well no. So first I am going to grab, I'm using Memento black ink because that can be coloured in with Stampin' Blends. And going to ink up our image and stamp it onto the silicone mat.
What?
Yep. And I'm going to repeat that a few times so that there's...
It's dark?
Yeah, so there's quite a bit of ink on the silicone mat.
Interesting. I did not think you would stamp onto the silicone mat.
Oh, I tricked you, did I?
Yeah. I thought you were going to put this back on.
I will in a minute. Might do one more. I like to do a few extras.
One more, yeah, one more. Hello.
Just like to make sure it's really there. And then...
Is there even...
Shh, just a moment, please. I'm shushing you for a good reason. Okay. Now I'm going to place the white cardstock over where that is, and I'm just going to press this down.
Cool.
I'm going to make sure it's really pressed down. Give it a good rub, because once I lift it, we can't redo it. I think that was pretty good. So yes, it did. Excuse me, it did imprint there, but all the ink from the silicone mat has transferred, and now we have a reversed piñata. And now I just want the regular way. So this is how you can create a reversed image of any stamp.
That is
So it works with photopolymer, and it works with the red rubber stamps. All you have to do, oh, that's not going to work. All you have to do is, if you're using the red rubber, just don't put the foam mat underneath. There. So now we have our, I know.
A piñata facing this one, a piñata facing the other way.
Okay, so I'm just going to chop that to make it easier to see. So yes, we have a piñata facing both ways. Now I did have a particular idea, but now I have a different idea. Ooh, what to do. So I'm just chopping those so that not on that long piece of cardstock.
You can make them kiss.
We can make them kiss
Because they're facing
each other, but I was going to do something else. I'm going to stick with my original plan. But I'm going to the sombrero. I think that's what they're called. They're fairly.
they are cool.
It's quite symmetrical, so I don't need to do that. And now we're going to colour.
Yay!
Colour.
Can I colour one of the piñatas?
No, let me colour because I need them to look the same. And you will see why soon. Okay, so I'm going to start with sweet sorbet.
I have an idea what you're gonna do.
Well, just wait and see.
Yeah, that's what I think.
It's been a while since I made one of these. It feels festive enough.
Is it one of those cards where like the piñata can like spin around?
Yes,
I knew it.
it's a spinner card.
When was the last time you made one?
We lived in the other house, so over 2 years ago.
Holy moly.
Okay.
They're fun.
They are fun, and I want to doing that one, so it's this one. So I'm colouring in these so that they're
Exactly the same.
the same.
But it's alright if they're very, very, very slightly different.
Yeah, but similar. I'm going to grab the colour lifter, and I've grabbed Smoky Slate.
Oh, if you do the
And so just let me explain this, sweetheart. So I've just placed some colour lifter in the areas that need shading, and then I'm going to add the light Smoky Slate to those areas, and the colour lifter kind of starts working, but it makes it easier to blend in. Like if I do like the bullet tip end, there we go. So that way you get a bit of nice grey shading, or just a little bit of subtle shading. And as the alcohol evaporates, it kind of lightens a bit as well. So it becomes quite subtle by doing the colour lifter first.
cool.
And we'll need some of the same technique, I think, here and here.
If you do the card where like it spins, then the pinata has its string already.
Huh. What do you mean it has its string already?
Like pinatas are hung up
Yes.
with string.
Yes.
It has its string if you do it.
I got you now.
Coloring's fun.
Yeah, I do enjoy it. It's fun to that. And that just gives that little pinata a little bit of extra shading. I'm just trying to, there we go. They're both in camera now. And colour. So what colours should we go with? Got that one.
A bright blue.
I'm thinking Orchid Oasis.
Tahitian Tide?
Oh yes, Tahitian Tide. Yes, yes, yes. These three colours would look fabulous together.
Yes, they would.
Okay, so let's do
But is it Tahitian or Tahitian?
Tahitian, I think. I'm like the worst person to be asking about pronunciations though.
But you're a demonstrator.
Yes, but that doesn't mean I'm good at pronunciations. You know that, sweetheart.
I know.
Okay, so there's that, and let's go with the dark and colour in this layer. So I'm just adding some shading to this bit and then blend it all in with the light. So the main thing is that the two are coloured in the same colours in the same spots, because as it's twisting you'll notice if it's not.
That's why you're colouring in them both.
The same. And
I mean, like, you're not letting me colour in one. So that it looks more similar.
I think what I like about this pinata is that you don't have to fully colour it in to make it look colourful and bright.
Yeah.
The tail. So I'm going to leave its body pretty much white. But we added the shading so it gives it that little bit of depth.
It looks like heat already. I love it.
So this stamp set is part of the January to April mini catalogue. And it is one of my favourites, I have to say. So I was very pleased that you picked this. And my online class for this, or class by mail, should I say, has just, well, the registrations has just closed. So I'm getting that stuff all ready and it's very exciting. So we do have the stamp set in our minds, don't we?
It's probably my favourite stamp set.
It's your favourite?
Yeah.
I wish it came with dies. That would have been so much fun. But anyway.
But fussy cutting isn't bad either.
No, fussy cutting isn't too bad.
It's fun. You just sit there cutting. It's still fun. Even if you're just cutting paper.
Okay. So there we go. That is. And now we need to colour
the hat.
Yes. I'm going to go.
Hats?
I don't know what colour. Let's just. Go.
Why do you have a white pencil?
Just because it came in the colour pack. And I use it quite a bit actually.
How do you use it?
Now's not the time, sweetheart. We're concentrating on this video, not on products that we're not using.
Get distracted easily.
And I think a bit of sweet sorbet.
I'm going to approve already.
You're going to approve already?
Yep.
A bit too early, isn't it?
Nah.
The colouring does take the longest, but we'll be assembling soon. Soon enough. Now, perfecto.
I must love the new hats.
Just zooming back out. There we go. And fussy cut. Fussy cutting time. But before I fussy cut this one out, I'm going to flip it over and grab some adhesive back sheets. There's the little trimmer. So how much we needed? Less than 2.5 inches. I'm going to trim it to 2.5 inches, or just go a bit less.
I don't like the sound that it makes when you cut it.
Oh, I kind of really like the sound.
What?
And we can do 2.25. So I might just go a bit bigger. There we go. And I'm going to add, so this makes it a lot easier to stick together when you have the adhesive back sheet on it. So I'm just going to peel that. Oh, that's got the sticky bit. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they have them the other way around. Anyway, so as long as the adhesive back sheet is over the stamped area, which you can kind of see it through, I can see it quite clearly. There we go. Yep, that sombrero's got one as well, so that's all good. So now
So it's easiest to stick?
they will stick together a lot easier. The other one was opposite, but I think the other one was actually the wrong one. Not wrong. Okay, so we will need...
That one was the one that was
I have some clear sewing thread here.
sewing thread.
Yes, it's
very thin.
thin. It's not about the thinness. It's more about the fact that it's clear. And you can't even really see it. But it will give you the illusion that
It's hanging.
the piñata is hanging in thin air. So I've just cut a piece bigger than what a card height would be, because we can always trim it.
Yes.
Just take that end off, and this is a bit that you probably, if you're watching on camera, you can't quite see. So I'm going to take off the back, the release paper off the double-sided adhesive sheet. And
That looks fiddly.
it is a little fiddly, this bit. And I'm kind of trying to fold in half the clear twine. Oh, it's not twine, it's clear thread. There we go. Raising it half and placing it on there. So this is what I mean, like the adhesive back sheet is great because I can just place that on and not have to worry. And now I place my piñata.
That looks so good.
And now you can see the piñata on
Put
both
it on
sides.
perfectly.
And it's a little bit of mismatch there, but that's where the sombrero is going to go anyway. So, and actually I didn't think about that. We might have to all that. No, that'll be fine. So now let's just repeat the process with
The sombrero hat.
sombrero. Stick this one down first. Peel that back. And place the little hat right there.
It looks happy.
Flip over. And there's enough of it exposed to kind of stick that side down. So there we go. There's our little piñata, and you can't even see that I've actually got it on twine, so you can twist it.
Can I go twisting?
Hold on. There we go.
Wow, that's
And it'll
cool.
spin around.
I love this.
Spin, spin, spin. Okay, so it's been a while since I've made one of these cards, so bear with me. We're going to start with a sweet sorbet card base.
Hello, Big Trimmer. How are you today?
I think this is bigger than Yep. And so I'll just cut that to be half of A4, and now I'm just scoring it along there. And while this is unfolded, I am going to take the little lollies and, and what else? There's streamers there, and the sweet sorbet ink.
Yes, sweet
Oh, you gave that to me.
Sorbet, it's right there.
It's right here on the desk. And we're going to stamp that around the fold.
Where the pinata will be?
Yeah, so we're going to do an inside spinner card.
So what? Well, you can make it spin like the lollies are falling out.
Yes, exactly. I think that'll be, and so that will kind of sit there when it spins. Maybe need a bit more here.
I think you need till there.
There. But I don't want to go too high up over here because I don't want it peeking out there. Maybe we'll go a bit lower just in case we cut it a bit lower.
So many lollies and streamers.
Okay. I think we've covered our bases. So that'll, we can even make that sit more in the middle, which will be great. Okay, so now we need to find a die. Actually, shall we do white paper first? White cardstock first.
Where would you write in this card?
Just along the sides here, but with the white insert. Okay, so the white insert, we need it to be the same width, which is the width of an A4 sheet, so that's good. And then I like to have it slightly smaller, just to give it a bit of a red border. So that means that I'm going to cut it at 14.35. And we're also going to, and then we're just going to score it in half. So at 10 centimeters. And so basically this will sit in here, and I know it's the same width, but because of the fold, we're going to do a fold mechanism so it'll sit nicely. And let's see, where can we, how big is this guy? Let's do the die cutting first, actually. I can't remember the order of doing these things. It's been a while, Crocodile. And I think we're just going to stick with a circle. Or, ooh, that'd be fun.
What?
Circle or...
Flower.
Not flower. No, I think a circle will work better.
Yes.
And circles. Okay. Do the straight. That's perfect.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. So we want to make sure that that's kind of in the middle. So I've lined the score line with the 0 point on my grid paper.
That's clever.
And it'd be helpful if I flip the die, actually. It'd be helpful as if I measured out the die. 4 and 4. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a little marker. Permanent marker. Where are you? No. Where did it go? There it is.
Is that a Sharpie?
Yep, it's a very thin Sharpie. But I'm going to draw on my die the halfway point. So that's a lot easier. And now I can line that up with the score line.
It won't rub up because it's...
That's all right. It's always handy to do the halfway point. And I will use a little bit of tape to make sure that that doesn't move.
Around?
Okay, so we die cut that out. We need to bring in Big Bailey.
Whoa, will I stop yawning?
Can't stop yawning. Oops.
This morning I made the badge if you complete the challenge.
Okay, you can show them later. Okay, so die cutting that circle out.
I get it. I think.
And now we need to score 2 more lines. Let's see. I think they're best scored beyond the die. I don't remember where the card is, so let's score them at 6.5. And then I'll flip that around and score at 6.5. Again, make sure you're scoring, not cutting.
That'd be silly if you were cutting.
And so you want to do, so we're going to fold that at the halfway score line. And finish that fold. And then we're going to fold these.
Flaps over?
Yeah. And this way, could have gone a little bit bigger, well, further with the score line so that it's not right, that edge, but that's okay. So we've created this pop-up in there. So I can now, so I'm kind of decorating the inside of the card today first before the outside. But you can see that that will.
And doesn't the thread go through there?
Yes.
There?
So that'll stick there and that'll fold in like so. And so when it's open, it can spin around. And then that's why you can see all our inside. So before we stick that down, let's flip it over and add.
Glue?
Well, we need to stick, there we go. We need to stick our piñata down. And we don't want, we want it to try to center it. So let's stick the top half down, yep. And I'm just going to use a bit of tear and tape.
Do you mean to open the tear and tape while you hold it?
Actually, I've got it, I think.
You sure?
Can you tear a little piece of tear and tape, please? So you kind of want to get the, thank you.
Do you need another?
Yes, please. There. You want to get that sitting along the crease fold. Another piece, please.
Another?
Yep, we'll need another 2, maybe even 3. And you're not releasing the back, because if you release the back, it'll stick together. Okay, so now make sure it's nice and taut, straight. Yep. And I'm just giving it a good rub. And then, can we get 2 more pieces, sweetheart, for the middle there?
Is it the same size or a little bit bigger?
About the same size, more or less. 1 more. Just making sure that twine stays in place. Or is it not twine? That thread. Okay, and now, not that you can see, but there is some hanging out, so I'm going to snip that off both ends. So that's why cutting it bigger is easier. That way you can just snip off the excess. So that's little piñata will sit and spin in there. Can you see that? Isn't that so cute?
I love it.
Okay, before we stick that, I want to, shall we add a little piñata here?
Yeah.
Just peeling it off the block carefully, or off the stamparatus. Yeah, let's add.
Oh, and that
Let's add one there. It's a lot easier to stamp while it's not stuck down. I'm going to put him on an angle there.
Good day,
And
Peter. So Piano?
And, oh, I wanted to put a sentiment, I think. Oh, let's see. Holy guacamole, it's your birthday. Yeah, let's leave that for the front. So this is the inside. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add liquid glue, multi-purpose liquid glue to just this section here.
Liquid glue is good.
Yes, it gives us
wiggle.
And I'm going to line it up so that that edge, this edge, and the bottom edge are about even. And now I'm going to add liquid glue to the other side.
That'll be a fun card to receive for your birthday.
I think so. And now we've got to just, this is where the wiggle room comes in handy.
He's right on the crease. His nose is on the crease.
Hold on. It's sticking and it's not quite where I want it yet. It's okay. Just add a bit more. See, if that was the stamp and seal, that would have sealed.
Instant.
Yeah, there we go. Because this card doesn't quite sit flat. It will always be a bit open. And so what you do is you twist your little elements. You can do this with all sorts of stamps. And then you close the card so that when your recipient opens it, it spins. I obviously didn't spin it enough. I unspun it. Let's try that again, even though we've still got to do the front. Okay, so it's all closed.
Then you
open up and it spins. How cool is that? And so you can write here and here.
That is so cool.
Okay, now let's decorate. I think the spotty one will be fun. I'm just thinking, we'll definitely use holy guacamole, it's your birthday.
Spectacular.
Let's try to keep the front a little bit simple.
I like the baby chili.
The baby chili is cute. Let's give no hint on the front that there is a piñata.
Yeah.
Let's go with 9 centimeters. And so that's a centimeter and a half smaller, so that's 13.35. Like that, and oh, let's use some of that shimmer. Is that the right one? Or should we use the Tahitian tide? Or actually, I don't know if either of them would. I don't think that gives any benefit actually.
No.
Let's mount it with some white though. I think that will make it pop out nicely. Where's that? So that was at, so this is what happens with the lives. It was 9, so I'm going to go 9.3, 1, 2, 3, so an extra 3 millimeters. And that was at 13.35, so 13.65. And that'll give us a nice little white border, not too thick, but enough to just make it pop up, or stand out, should I say. Yes, that is lovely.
Wow, that does look lovely.
Wiggle room. And now stick that to the card.
On the other
front.
side of the dotty side, it looks like it's a picnic blanket
It does, doesn't it? It's like a picnic blankie.
pattern.
There we go. Pretty. And I'm going to keep the front simple, so we are going to stamp holy guacamole, it's your birthday. So we're just going to put that somewhere around there on a tag kind of thing.
I know why I'm tired.
Why?
because I'm tired of not seeing my friends at school.
Oh, that's very sweet. What dye to use? Oh, I think this would be fun. These is the beautiful shapes. That would work quite well. It's simple, but it'll be fairly effective. So this one has some embossing lines on it as well. So once I die cut it, but I think I'll leave that big piece for something I could use it for, and I'll take this other piece and die cut it from there. Oops, that's not my cutting machine.
You're tired too.
Yes, I couldn't sleep last night, as you know.
Yes. Stormy. Annoying.
Well, no, I couldn't sleep. The storm wasn't the reason why I couldn't sleep. The storm was the reason why you woke up.
Yes.
I was watching Netflix because I couldn't sleep.
It was so noisy last night.
There, can you see those fun edges? And let's stamp Holy Guacamole, it's your birthday. I think we'll go in just in black. So the Memento ink, and then we'll blend some of the sweet sorbet ink onto the edges.
Do you have all the Stampin' Up colours?
Yes, I have all of them.
Not all the stamp sets, I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't have all the stamp sets. Colours are easy to have.
Stamp sets aren't.
So that's nice and simple. But there's the big surprise on the inside. We can put, actually, let's add a little bit of
Yes.
that, and we'll need some dimensionals.
That is.
So I'm going to put a little bit of the Tahitian hide metallic woven ribbon
Looks so cool.
behind.
I'm gonna do a bow or frost.
No, just like a, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yep. Pleased with that. Where's the tear and tape there?
Two tips right here. Next
So.
to me.
I'm just going to add, like, that's going to go there, so I'm going to add the tear and tape right there. Lift the backing up. Like that. And by doing it like this, you can kind of stick it down
What do you want?
where you want, and then check to see if you want more or less. It's looking good. And it hides the ends as well. Yep, that looks good enough to me, so I can snip that off. And now I'll put this on dimensionals. We're almost done. Just got to decorate the envelope, but I know exactly how we're doing that.
How?
You'll see.
No hints?
No hints. So holy guacamole, and that's nice and shimmery. Ooh,
Mama,
ooh.
this is the most different.
Oh, that got stuck. That's okay. That was the
Scrap.
clear twine, clear thread. Hold on, I just want to add some bling.
Yeah, bling. You must add some bling. Do you ever add bling in the card?
Inside?
Yeah.
No, it's not the way I've done things. I suppose you could. There's nothing, but I feel like it's thick. It's thick already. It's like, this is unusual for me to have such a thick inside card. But
5 pieces of bling.
and then our little spinning So, holy guacamole, it's your birthday. Surprise!
Can I have it, guys?
So you got to twist it all up, and I'm going to grab an envelope. And grabbing that piece of grid paper that we used earlier that didn't really need. And we're grabbing the little lollies and streamers, and I'm going to stamp that all over the back of the envelope flap. I love that these are all in one, so it's a lot quicker. Imagine stamping each lolly and streamer individually. That would take a lot more time.
It's so cool. This is a very fun card.
Thank you very much, my dear. There!
Then
Bing, bang,
whoever
boom.
gets the card can also just play with it like that.
Yes. So there we go. May not look so fancy on the outside, but it is pretty special on the inside. Well, what do we think? Do I get a thumbs up?
And the badge.
Challenge is complete.
Yeah.
So that's upside down.
Is it?
You gotta put it this way. So she's given me a badge. Challenge complete. Approved by Little Miss.
And
Thank you.
thumbs.
And a thumb.
There.
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 So there we go. Isn't that pretty special? Wouldn't that be fun getting that in the mail?
I love it.
I think that is an awesome birthday card. Oh, I'm trying to close it and then spin, spin, spin. So the more you spin it, the more it spins in the inside. But anyway, so thank you so much for joining us. Sorry about yesterday. We forgot to go live because we were having too much fun for Australia Day. But we did it today, so that's all that matters. And I'll be back live by myself next week. I don't know what date the Thursday is, but I'll be there. 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Bye for now.
Bye.